Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the DFS experience for Wednesday, December 28th. We only have an 8-game slate. We're going to jump in, start with DraftKings. Trae Young, 99, 9.9K against Brooklyn. Should be a good, tough matchup. That's what we're looking for, a game that's going to be competitive. Fire him up. Booker, right as of the time of this recording, he's out. Obviously, if he's, you know what, I'm not going to say obviously. I don't really play players coming off of groin injuries. He's a pass for me. If you want to take a shot on him, congratulations. But I'm not messing with anyone with a groin injury. I've had a groin injury and you can barely walk. You know what I'm saying? Phoenix they haven't been playing that great. He's probably going to force himself to play. So be careful with that. So, like I said, if you're playing one lineup, I wouldn't play Booker if he's available. Right now, I have him out. If he becomes available, I wouldn't do it. But if you're a lineup, you do whatever you want to do. Hero, if Jimmy Buckets is in, Tyler Hero is overpriced. If Jimmy Buckets is out, Tyler Hero is still overpriced. However, he has a little bit of a ceiling against the Los Angeles Lakers. Not gonna sit here and talk about how I like to target the Lakers every slate. If you've been watching my videos, you already know how it goes. Regardless, Tyler Hero's in play. CJ McCollum 9100 with or without McCollum in. Very favorable matchup against Minnesota. Fire him up. Jordan Poole. Golden State's got to start winning. At the time of this recording, they haven't played tonight's game or Tuesday night's game, I should say, depending on when you're listening to this video. Jordan Poole, they're gonna live and die by Jordan Poole until Kyrie gets back. So if you think Golden State's gonna be competitive, you can fire up Jordan Poole, no problem. De'Aaron Fox, 8,600, okay play. DeJounte Murray, I like a little game stat with Brooklyn and Atlanta, with whoever you could fit in, as long as it makes sense. Collins, Young, maybe Griffin if he starts, a Kongu, Ben Simmons. The pieces that will give you some type of production. So I do favor a little bit of a Brooklyn and Atlanta stack. Kyrie Irving, speaking of the Devils, absolutely in play. Chris Paul, with Booker, he's okay. Without Booker, he's a lot better. If Drew Holiday is in, he's a good play. Chicago games seem to be competitive, go down to the wire, and Chicago doesn't play defense, so very good matchup for Drew Holiday. D'Angelo Russell, 7,600. He's a good play. Westbrook, decent play. Jamal Murray, good play. Kyle Lowry, better play without Jimmy Buckets, but against LA, he's in play. Jordan Clarkson's in play against Golden State. Marquez Fultz is in play against Detroit. Jaden Ivey, 5,700, good play. Killian Hayes, 5,600, in play. Oladipo, I prefer him to start coming off the bench, 5,500. A little bit risky, but still in the player pool. Cole Anthony in the player pool, he's an okay play. Schroeder, I don't really like Schroeder at 5K with Westbrook and Pat Beverly active, so Schroeder's on the outside looking in. Mike Conley, if he's your last man in, fine. Don't love it. Malik Monk, okay play. Monte Morris, 4,800, okay play. Highland, Sexton, okay plays. Noel, okay plays. Alvarado, we got to see who's available for New Orleans. There was a lot of injuries, a lot of questionable players. So keep an eye on Alvarado. DeSumino, if he starts again, he's in play. Kobe White, I don't need. Patrick Beverly, you can take a shot. Grayson Allen, you can take a shot. Austin Rivers, if he starts, you could take a shot. Ty Jerome, let's see what he does on Tuesday night. Let's see his minutes. Let's see his production. Let's keep an eye on him. The rest of these guys we can't talk about right now. Let's go to shooting guard. Anthony Edwards, High floor, absolutely in play. Bradley Beal, 8K, absolutely in play. Zach LaVine in play. Klay Thompson, unfortunately, he is in play. DiVincenzo in play, unfortunately. Bogdan from Atlanta in play. Franz Wagner in play. Kevin Huerter in play. Bruce Brown in play. Lonnie Walker, if you're playing a lot of lineups, you could take a shot. Strus, if Butler is out, he's an okay play. If Buckets is in, Jimmy Buckets, then I don't need Max Strus. Trey Murphy, you could take a shot. I prefer Zion to be out, but he's still a decent play if Zion is in. Malik Beasley, okay play. Caldwell Pope, I don't need. Austin Reeves, I don't think we need Austin Reeves, but if you played him, not the worst thing in the world. Damian Lee, let's keep an eye on Damian Lee. I know the projections love him. I never got him right, but it's hard to get him right when he's only hitting value twice out of, 2 times out of his last 5 games. 4 fantasy points, 27, then 4 again, 15, and then 29 fantasy points. Look, he's going to pop on the optimizer. If he starts, it's a good play. Phoenix has a lot of injuries. Let's see what he does on Tuesday night, and we'll get back to him. I'm in a good mood, so I won't rip him to shreds for putting up 4 fantasy points. Royce O'Neal, we don't need. Will Barton, we don't need. I don't see anyone else that stands out, anyone else that we need. So let's go to small forward. Braun 10-3, too cheap, fire him up. Durant, too cheap, fire him up. DeRozan, 8,900, in play. Marketing, in play at 8,300. Banchero against Detroit, absolutely in play. Mikal Bridges, okay play. If Booker is out, better play. Bojan Bogdanovic, 2,400. Scoring dependent, mostly. He will He will run into a few rebounds if you're lucky. He's in play at 6,200. Michael Porter, 5,900 in play, but right now until Jokic cools down, I'm really not trying to play anyone else, especially any forwards from Jokic when he's grabbing all those rebounds. Porter's an okay play, but I prefer to stay away. Avdia, we don't need. Harrison Barnes, you could take a shot. Caleb Martin, better without Jimmy Buckets. Najee Marshall, let's look at the statuses of the players. Let's keep them on the back burner until we need them. Jaden McDaniels, don't think we need him right now. Keegan Murray, you could take a shot, 4,900. Patrick Williams, 4,600. He's in play as value. AJ Griffin, if he starts again, he's an okay play. We don't need Josh Okogie. Let's go to power forward. Giannis is too cheap, 11.5. Fire him up. If Zion is in at 10K, 10.1K, you could take a shot on him. Jimmy Buckets, 9,400. If he's healthy, you can play him against the Lakers. I think he had an ankle issue. His ankle, he's questionable ankles. I don't need Jimmy. It's an 8-game slate. No need to force Jimmy Bucket in your lineups and he has an ankle injury. If he plays, good for him. But if he doesn't play, fine. Kyle Kuzma, 8,400. You could take a shot. I don't like playing Kyle Kuzma over 8K when Porzingis is on the floor, but like I said, it's your lineups. If you're playing a lot of lineups, you could take a shot. He could actually certainly go off, so he's not a bad play. Aaron Gordon, 6,600. Very risky with Jokic, the way Jokic is playing right now, but if you're playing a lot of lineups, you could take a shot. Portis, Simmons. Portis and Simmons are in play. Draymond Green is very risky as he doesn't score a lot. If you're playing Jordan Poole, you can pair him with Draymond Green if you want to play Draymond Green. If you want to fade Draymond Green, I completely understand. Mo Wagner, I don't think I need. Let's see what he's been doing last 5 games. 38, 27, 39, 29, 27. Shit. Mo Wagner's in play. That's it. Mo Wagner's in play. You're only as good as your last game. He's been playing well. Fire him up. I was a little bit hesitant with Mo Wagner because of Wendell Carter, but when Wendell Carter starts to take away his production, then we'll not play Wagner. But Wagner's in play. Wagner's in play until he's not. You feel me? Kelly Olynyk. If Olynyk is in, great. If Olynyk is out, Walker Kessler. I like Walker Kessler, and I'll give Markkanen a little bit of a bump. Kyle Anderson. If Anderson is in, Anderson is an okay play. If he's out, Gobert gets a little bit of a bump. Anthony Edwards gets a little bit of a bump, and what's his name? That other idiot gets a bump. What's his name? Minnesota. McDaniels. So if there's no Kyle Anderson, McDaniels gets a little bit of a bump, and Anthony Edwards. Where are we? We are at power forward, and we are at Kyle Anderson. Okay. Vanderbilt, I don't think we need. Collins is in play. Absolutely at 5,300. Torrey Craig, you take a shot. I don't need Kuminga if Draymond is active. Bo's not playing enough minutes. Isaiah Stewart, you can absolutely take a shot with him. I don't really think we need. Did I miss somebody? Hold on. Kuminga, we don't need. Bo, we don't need. Larry Nance. I don't really need Larry Nance at 20 minutes, 19 minutes. I don't need him. And if Zion is back, we really don't need Larry Nance. Hachimura, 3,900, we don't really need. These guys down here, all I'm going to say is that they're in the 3K range for a reason. We don't need them right now. Let's go to center. Jokic too cheap, absolutely in play. Find value and play him. Porzingis is in play at 9K. If Sabonis is in, I think I'll pass on him as he's dealing with a hand injury. If he's good to play, he goes to shoot around, all that, he's feeling good, maybe I'll take a shot, but 8-game slate, don't need to force anything. If Bam is in, you can take a shot against LA as he's going to destroy them if he plays. Vooch, looking for a bounce back game from Vooch as he absolutely shit the bed in his last game. 8 and 74, he's an okay play. Gobert is trash. Valanciunas 68. I prefer Zion to be out. Wendell Carter, when he gets off of his minutes limit, then we'll revisit him. Thomas Bryant, let's see how many minutes he played on Tuesday night's game. Brook Lopez is in play. Nick Claxton is in play. If no Olynyk, Walker Kessler is in play at 5,400. If there's no Capella, Okongwu at 5,200 is in play. Jalen Duran is in play at 5,100. And that's all for center. All right, so let's pick up 5 guys and let's get going. Depending on what Jokic does again tonight or Tuesday night, I think I just go right back to him. Yeah, let's just go right back to him. This guy could give you 80 fantasy points, 90. Like, it's hard to get away from him. If you don't play him and he drops 80 fantasy points, your night is over. So let's just play Jokic and be safe. Chris Paul is a little bit too cheap. Let's see something. LeBron at 10-3 against Miami. Going for the all-time scoring record. Let's see if we can find some mid-range plays so we can keep the both of them. Westbrook is 75. Russell is 76. Jaden Ivey, Schroeder. Jaden Ivey at 5,700. Let's pick a Marquez Fultz. Shooting guard. We could still get Jaden Ivey. We needed him. Let's pick him up. Jaden Ivey. And small forward. Let's see if we can find someone cheap. I like Patrick. I always like Patrick Williams. I'm scared to death of Damian Lee. Let's pick up Patrick Williams. All right. So this is not a sexy core. It's 5 guys that I like. I like Marquez Fultz against Detroit at 59. I like Jaden Ivey going back against Orlando at 57. I like Patrick Williams for his utility. He does a little bit of everything at 4,600. Then you got LeBron. You know his floor is high, and then you got Jokic. You know his floor is high. So that's just 5 guys that I like. Not as balanced as I usually go, but I'm shoving Jokic in my lineup, and I'm shoving James in my lineup. So a little bit of a what's the word I'm looking for? A little bit of a different lineup or different core 5 for me, but it is what it is. Let's go to FanDuel. If you're new here, welcome. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, hit the bell, thumbs up. Absolutely appreciate it. If you need help cashing, I can absolutely send you my lineup before lock, my optimal up-to-date lineup. Just check out my Patreon, linked in the description, or you could DM me on Twitter. We'll get you squared away. FanDuel, I like Walker Kessler if there's no Kelly Olynyk at 6K. I like Banchero against Detroit. I like Mikal Bridges if there's no Booker at 6,100. I like Anthony Edwards, 9,100. Like I said, he has a high floor. And Chris Paul, obviously, if there's no Booker, he's going to have to put the whole team on his back. So that's 5 guys from FanDuel. Only an 8-game slate. The pricing is pretty favorable, so you just got to think outside the box and, make your lineups make sense. And that's all I got for you today. Once again, thank you guys for being here. Thank you for taking the time to watch the video. I'm going to go on and let y'all get back to whatever it is you guys are doing. Hope you have a profitable night, and I'm going to see you guys in the next one. Ciao.